All right.
Welcome, everyone.
Off camera, I did more of that like cannon mini game and got a couple more of those coins. So let's see what we got here. Hello, friendo. Oh,
okay.
He's dead. Laughing less than flapping in my shop. Gawk. Okay, this was the question mark reward.
I just thought you couldn't get it. Alright, what does this do?
Thank you.
Ding.
Is this just another hat? Is it gone?
Oh yeah, I think it's a Spire hat.
I think I need a vacation and a stricter pet policy. Oh, that's why it was question mark because they didn't want to spoil the fact that the spider guy was joining.
Yeah, that's spoiled.
Head cozy. Let's see the next one. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, so it's time for me to talk.
I'm never allowed outside.
It's time for me to talk about One Piece this week.
All right.
Not a lot happened.
Okay, cool.
So last time I talked about it, a giant army was heading towards Luffy, and in this episode, the army got to Luffy, and they fought for like 15 minutes.
Okay, that was it.
Yeah, I mean it was a decent fight. Luffy, his navigator, who's called Nami, and a random giant tree dude.
All right.
Yeah, I mean they're just fighting against a fucking army, and I'm just waiting like. Luffy, just use your special power where you knock out literally everyone who just isn't, like, plot important. Because he's done that before. It's like, oh man, it's us 10 against 100,000. How the fuck are we going to do this? Oh, plot convenience. Well, half of them are down. Because the other half were, like, a little too far away.
I don't like how she said, I'm looking forward to this.
So yeah, that's pretty much what mainly happened in One Piece. We got to see the chef. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go through with the political marriage and just, you know, let my friends go. Just let them go. You don't fucking need them. So that was pretty much the main thing that happened there. And the other thing that anime related for me this week, besides, you know, the anime fall review thing quickly, is I finished that gambling anime. Where people fucking key in that show.
I mean, like, I would suppose, like, gambling isn't, like, the most game theory pure of professions.
Yeah, so, I'm going to spoil the 2 seasons. Edgar, you say you didn't like the show.
This is a rocket ship.
What the fuck?
You're about to witness my true genius. Years of work will be all boiled down to this moment. Get in! You better do it last before she changes her mind. Quickly now! Alright.
Okay.
You know, one sec. Let's just watch this. Why?
It is time.
Prepare yourself, all systems
Go
are ready.
Apollo 11!
Oh no, this is a bad ship.
Alright. It's all part of the plan.
Why would she build it upside down?
It's easier that way.
Good luck, you guys. Okay.
And we just crashed through his veil.
Yeah, we just destroyed Veal. It's like, well, I guess we're better than Maelstrom. Hey, what's up, fucking loser?
I wanted to be part of the crew. But yeah, so I think the last Edgar, you know, skip this episode because or at least halfway through because you say you didn't care about the show. So last time I left off, the guy was gambling away his hearing with that needle going in his ear, and he eventually figured out the guy's fucking cheating. And then he realized, like, wait, there's no cameras, there's no one behind me, so there can only be one thing, because he keeps looking at his watch. The sensor in my ear is giving off my temperature, my blood pressure, and my pulse.
Huh.
So, what did you think he did to, keep the system?
Rip it out?
Yeah, he ripped out his ear. he was like, I need to go to the restroom, and he just pretty much bashed his head against the glass, like the mirror, and used one of the pieces to cut off an ear, and got a random dude to hold his severed ear with the machine still intact, so it would still get readings, so the guy wouldn't realize he was he took it off because he had a towel on concealing it. Are you?
I cannot fly.
Yeah, you're in space, I think. So yeah, he was able to win.
It's much easier. It would be much easier to fly in space.
No, wouldn't it? Yeah, so he did that, and he won the 11th round just because he was able to outpredict the guy. What?
I'm going through, like, in my head, like, wait, would it be easier to fly in space? Because your wings wouldn't be able to, like, hit any drag force. I can't remember. Discuss below.
Also, for the 11th game, he gambled, like, it could go within 45 millimeters. 30 is where it, destroys your hearing forever. And 45 is where it just straight up kills you. I was like, yeah, I'll gamble it. I need 20 million, and I only have 2 million in this 12-round game, and we're on round 11. So yeah, he was able to win, and then in the final round, he hit the guy he's facing. His boss was really pissed at him for losing. You know, this game of gambling.
Yeah.
So the main character did a fucking gaddy, where he bled on 2 of the cards.
Okay.
Like, I told you about how there was a slave, a citizen, and a emperor card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he bled on, because the 2 cards down on the table were a slave and a citizen, and he bled out on both of them. Like, he did this on purpose, and he pretended to take out the citizen one, and, like, he even fooled the audience. He fooled me, for sure, because I got where he was going with it. And the thing is, the guy realized, like, oh, fuck, he bled on these, so that must mean, like, one of them, like, this one is either, on the second round when he first put it down, is like, that one has blood on it. It either is a citizen or a slave, so he put down a citizen to be safe. And then, during the 4th round, the second to last one, he, was like, wait a second, this guy's fucking baiting me. And because he thought that, he got baited.
Oh, you got so fucking baited, you loser.
Yeah, so he got baited, and then the guy got like 20 million. Like, sweet, I did it, but I'm not done yet.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, so the fucker lost an ear, got the equivalent of 200,000 fucking dollars. And he's like, no, I'm taking on the big bad guy, the guy at the top. And he's like,
he's going to use the relics, but he doesn't have time to explain it. Just get out of here. Okay.
He's going to make a moon empire. So the main character is like, okay, I need to cheat. Now. So he's like, okay, we need to make it seem fair and whatnot. So let's just do a fucking lottery. So he goes into the bathroom, and there's a bunch of tissue boxes. That was nice. Yeah. Where he oh god. He's like
we're good.
Yeah. He goes into the bathroom like, okay, I'll put in these little slips into all these tissue boxes like in the side, so that way when he goes to draw it, he just has to go to the side to get it. And he did that for all of them. And he had like this convoluted plan where he had one of the guys who was like one of his allies just sit in the bathroom and dispose of all the evidence after they got one.
Okay.
So he did that, and he won out. And he challenged the guy, like, I challenge you. And he, like, did a really good job of baiting him.
Oh, he got so fucking baited,
He got so fucking baited.
Oh, my God. Fucking baited.
Yeah, so he agreed to the thing, like, yeah, I want to win 100 million. Which is just $1 million yen. Or $1 million. So, he's like, I don't really, you only have 20 million. That doesn't seem fair. So, how about you bet the 20 million plus 4 fingers? He's like, deal.
What the fuck?
This is a really good gambling show, in my opinion. So they do the thing where they build it up to like, okay, the box is ready. They put in all the things, and like, okay, now before we put it in, the guy was like, I want to set a few ground rules. First, I want to go first. He's like, yeah, okay. So we have like 100 lots in there. So there's like a 1 in 100 chance of him actually getting on his first try. Like, okay, yeah, sure, that seems fair enough. Like, I have to actually gamble if I want to actually do this game. Second was they each put in like the marked one at the same time, so that way like he wouldn't be able to keep. So that way it was like, yeah, he didn't just put in all blanks or some bullshit.
Okay.
And the third, which is just, you know, safe, is just, yeah, you gotta roll up your sleeves and you gotta show all your fingers like spread out, so that way there's no way like you could have just pulled it in.
Okay.
So so the guy goes first, and like this is a fucking really intense for an old guy to just put his hand in a tissue box to pick out a piece of paper.
Okay.
Because the main character had to put his his hand in like this guillotine thing, like, you know, yet again guillotine, where it would slice down his 4 fingers.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, I could easily win on the first round, but you know, I'm gonna give you one chance.
Oh man.
So
I don't like where this is headed.
yeah. So he pulls out a blank, like, yeah, I knew it was gonna be blank, but don't worry. Either you get it next or I get it next.
Okay.
And the main character goes and is like, fuck, the thing's not here. The marked one isn't here. He's like, all my tactics have been for naught. There's only one thing I can do now. Believe in God. And he pulls out a blank one.
Okay.
And then it's like, oh fuck, he's gonna go next. It's like, okay, whatever. It's now just a straight up 50-50 shot between us. And then the fucking dude just pulls it out.
Ah.
It's like, well, good on you, buddy. Trying to lose your 4 fingers.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking does it.
Yay.
And then later on it's revealed, okay, so how the fuck did he do it? How the fuck did he know? He played it off as like the king's luck. It's like, that's bullshit though. It was turned out that, okay, he figured out immediately like, okay, this guy fucking just marked one, like put one on the side. So he immediately grabbed it and rolled it up and just threw it in there with all the others.
Okay.
But the one that both of them put in at the same time, the main character took his hand out first, and the big bad guy just folded it in half. So he just looked around like, oh yeah, there it is. And he just pulled it out.
I don't think this is what I was supposed to do.
I'm sure it's fine. So that was the end of the first arc. And the main character is still in financial debt.
And now he's losing 4 fingers.
He lost 4 fingers and an ear. Which, he got reattached between season 1 and season 2 from the black market.
Okay.
So he just has scars now. He has scars on his fingers and his ear.
Okay.
Yeah. So season 2 starts with him becoming a slave because he didn't pay off his debts and pretty much working to pay it off. And he's like,
whoa, oh, what the fuck?
And he's like, I had to stay here for 15 years. This isn't gonna work out. I need to fucking gamble. So, him and the other workers, like, do this... It's this dice rolling game where you throw dice into a cup and based on what you roll is, like, what you get. So it's like, if you get, like, a 1, 1, and a 6, you got a 6. If you get a double, then the third number is that.
Okay.
If you get 3 of a kind, it's, like, it's that.
Alright.
If you get triple ones, you get triple the payout. If it's 1, 2, 3, you pay double. 4, 5, 6 is
Steven, nobody
double.
can follow what you're saying right
Yeah,
now.
whatever. A bunch of random bullshit rules.
Okay, thank you.
So, he gambles and he fucking just loses bad. He loses bad and is like, how the fuck did this happen? Like, I rolled so fucking well. And now he became what was known as a 45er because his pay got cut in half because half of his paycheck had to go to pay his foreman, who he lost so much money to that he was in debt to his foreman, including the company that he had to pay millions to. So like,
okay, well, that's the end of Owlboy.
Yeah. So he's like, shit. Alright, well, it's time for me to gamble to win.
Fuck.
So he quickly realized because one guy was taking notes in the game, he's like, whenever there's a big play, the guy only rolls 4, 5, or 6. So that means he's cheating, which means I have to keep better. So they build up this huge confrontation for several
Oh no!
They build up this huge confrontation for several episodes where it finally comes and he gets like the other 45ers to join his cause. Where it's like, okay, we all are gonna make this guy bankrupt. Trust me. I've never lost a gamble before. Despite the fact most of them were there for the gamble.
Never lost before. What do you mean, where are my fingers? Shut up.
Yeah, so...
Shit.
Okay, gravity. I'm trying to think what to say. So, they do it, and they finally get there, and the foreman is mighty suspicious. It's like, this guy, he's planning something. He's definitely planning something. And then he rolls. Well, alright, so...
Oh, dude, Final Destination, no items. Owlboy only.
So the way this works is, one guy is the dealer. They can either pass or roll. And the foreman, it was his turn. He's like, I'm going to roll. And we got rid of the limit, so anyone can bet anything they want. Like, as much as they want. So the main character is like, okay, I bet all my money. And then all the other 45ers join in, like, we all bet our money. Because they spent 3 months saving up for this event.
Huh.
Where they had to survive off peanuts. Goodbye.
Yep, alright.
So, obviously the guy was keen by, only rolling 4, 5, and 6s because on the outsides of each was the other number. And you can only see the die from, like, 3 sides, so you only see, like, 4, 5, and 6. And it was really dark, so you couldn't tell. So the main character...
Hello.
I guess you could just do it. Oh, so what's going on?
Try to hold on.
Yeah, so the main character was just giving the...
Hey, that thing exploded the second I tried to jump off of it, so it just took my, jump away from me.
So, all of them are sitting there, and the guy's dealing, so he gets to roll 3 times before he gets to declare. So, the first time, he's just looking at it. The main character is just staring at the, he's staring at the dice, and the really interesting thing is, he didn't tell any of the other 45ers what his plan was.
So they were on a team?
They were all working together to try and make the foreman bankrupt. So
yeah, maybe something you should tell the other people what you're doing.
This was part of the guy's plan. Because
Okay.
like, he needs all their reactions to be legit. None of them knows what the fuck's going on. So everyone's just staring at the dice, and the main character is just staring dead-eye at the foreman. And so the first die happens. He's like, I can't use my trick, otherwise he'll just take it. And he's like, wait, he's not like doing anything. He's just standing there, like literally doing nothing. It's like, wait, maybe this guy doesn't fucking know. So he does the second time. Like, okay, he has to do something now. It's like, he's still not doing anything. Is he a fucking idiot? Is he a fucking idiot? So then the third time comes up. It's like, alright, it's time for me to clean house. Okay. So he uses his special dice, and the main character gets...
Oh!
The main character goes and grabs them. And because of that, everyone's like, oh my god, that foreman is actually cheating. What a fucking
Oh, okay, I guess I'm not supposed to stay on those this time.
He's a fucking asshole. And the main character's like, hold on, we can make this into a gamble.
Man, Steve, you're not hearing like the symphony orchestra that's going on while this is playing right now.
My headphones weren't working for some weird reason. Whatever. So
Steven has been going mute these past like 5 episodes.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, he's keen, but we can turn this into a gamble.
God damn it, man.
It's like, alright, we each get to use our own special dice.
I believe we're witnessing the end of the world, my friends. We ourselves are floating and the continents are rising into space. So let us now take time to listen to some shitty anime review. You were saying?
Yeah, so the main guy's like, okay, I'm not using your dice. I'm going to use these ones I literally just made. They're all 1s. So I roll them. I'm going to get all 3 1s and get triple the pay of what we all put in. And we're all going to me and all my friends are going to use them all. You don't get these. You get yours.
Okay.
So they won triple what they put in. And then the guy's like, God damn, I lost a lot of money, but I still have a fair amount at least. And then they're like, no. The dealer has to go twice. So like, we're gonna go all in again, boys. It's like, but you guys are cheating. Like, no, we're not. We're following the rules. So the guy actually went bankrupt.
Huh.
And owed them money at the end.
Well, how about that?
So the whole point of this was so they could buy a day pass so they could leave work.
Oh.
So they could try and pay off their bills. And like, okay, the main character's actually good. Let's put all our money in him so he can win, like, all of our freedoms. And then it comes to what I consider to be kind of the worst arc, where it's the main character in his most dangerous gambling yet against a pachinko machine.
Okay. You
know what pachinko is, right?
Sorta, kinda.
Yeah. So, it's this one where each of those little balls... Is he a necromancer?
I don't know.
Okay. Each of the little balls costs 4,000 yen, so $40. And if you get it into the slot, you win 6 million, 7 million, or 600, 700 million yen. So, there's a lot riding on this. And what ensues is pretty much a heist movie where where the main character cheats.
If he doesn't listen, we may have to stop him.
Yeah, probably. Kill him. Oh.
Ah, fucking nerd.
Yeah, so he's just the big bad guy.
Have you gone mad? Snap out of it, Solus. The relics are too dangerous. No one can use them, ever. We have to destroy them. You have to see sense, Solus. We will help you avoid the pirate's retribution, but please stop this. Using the relics for power will only make things worse. That's right. We'll stop you if we have to. I don't have time for this. I've been telling you guys to leave me alone. I gave you lots of chances, but it's clear you guys don't understand, so I guess I'll have to make you leave.
Dude,
okay.
Don't make the Triforce. You made the Triforce.
I think you made the Triforce.
No, yeah. So this is a really,
Give me one of them. Give me one of them. Give me one of them.
Alright, I'm trying to think what I was saying. This is a really long arc, and I don't think the payout, was worth it, because there were also a lot of episodes where, like, nothing happened. So, there are 3 things they had to get through. The first is just these little pegs, you know, to, like, knock the ball around. The second is this little clamp thing, like, you know, in pinball, but, like, it closes so the ball can't get through into a slot. And then the third and final thing is, when it gets into a slot, it goes onto a metal plate, where there are 3 holes, and it has to get into one of them. Then, if it gets into that one, it goes onto another one, which has 4. And then, if you get in the right one, you get into the final one, which is 5. And no one has ever been able to get into the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you get it?
I'm not listening to you, Steve.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out how this fight works.
Yeah, you get shoot relics.
Yeah, but it's color-coded. Who has to shoot the relics?
Oh!
Yes. I was wondering, like... Yeah, there we go. And then Alphonse shoots this last one.
Yeah, alright. So, for the first trial, they have to, like, wet the... Casino owners had to, like, knock the pegs a little to, like, realign them and stuff. So the main character just kept switching out their little things that they use to adjust it so the pins can actually get through.
Okay.
And he just kept making it slightly bigger and bigger, so they had to keep, like,
okay, ow, Jesus!
They had to keep making the holes bigger.
Okay.
So that's how they got past the first one. The second thing was the little thing that clamped shut. His thing was really fucking bullshit.
Okay.
Where he got one of his friends to literally go in and smash the thing. And, like, a display, like, his friend had lost, like, 50 grand on this thing.
Alright, that's good.
No, wait, 500 grand. 500 grand. He won ballsy.
And it did not pay off.
So he came back, so the guy came back later, like, in full, like, monk gear, like, I have chosen the way of God. He will show me the light. You know, just to play it up.
Okay.
So the guy gets eventually like, you have stolen the lives of so many, you have ruined the lives of so many men. I will destroy you in God's name. So he just smashes it. So they had to get it repaired. So the main character puts in it's some weird chemistry thing which I still don't quite understand. He put in candy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, is this the final episode already?
Dude, this is... Is this Undertale?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so he put in candy and heating pad or something so it would expand, and the thing, like, it's on, like, 2 metal bars. It would expand up so that it wouldn't actually close properly. That was his way to get through that. And now, for the plates. So, the floor, the plates, and the entire Pachinko machine are tilted slightly forward. Like, so slight that you couldn't tell, but enough to affect where the ball would go if it got that far, where it would pretty much never get into the final plate, like, in the final correct hole.
Okay.
So, their solution was to get 20 tons of water and put it in an empty hotel room in the same building, so the building was slant. I just saw it, I'm like, huh. You're fucking bullshitting me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just fucking did it. So, that was how they got past that. And then it just became this constant battle, like, the guy's trying to figure out how to beat him. So, he's like, wait, so he's leaned it back. So I'll lean all this stuff back, so that way, like, it won't get through the first 2, like, at all. but it's a reveal because if the balls go in the wrong slot, they won't actually exit like the chute at the end. So it eventually gets clogged because they got full. So it's like, oh, sweet, we can just get through the first two without any hassle. And then after that, it became like, fuck, what do we do? And I'm trying to think how I want. So let's see, it would never go in correctly.
Okay, wait, like, did I just cyberbully this guy to death?
I think so.
Yeah. No. I can't move. Now you listen to us. Stop this power crazy stuff. You're so much of a bitch that we were able to destroy you even while you were an invincible god.
Yeah, this is a little longer than I thought.
Okay. No, you're wrong. I'm trying to help. Using the relics, don't you remember Advent? Those weapons? No. No. That's not what the relics were made for. It's just how Molstrom used them.
Oh.
Yeah. Please explain, Solus. You said multiple times you have no time to explain. Please explain. I didn't want to tell you this, but I need you to understand. I'm going to tell you the great shame of the owls. The hex and the anti-hex. Sorry, Steve, we're going to have to put whatever you were talking about on hold. The relics were created long ago when the owls lived on the planet's surface and the floating islands did not exist. Owl technology was beyond our imagination. The owls studied the deeper secrets of the universe. The relics were made after the owls made a fateful discovery. A discovery that sent owl society into infighting and chaos. The loop.
The wild loop.
What is the loop? I am not certain. But the owls were obsessed with how to close it properly. It just kept repeating over and over again, not letting them finish that. End the loop, yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta specify an end condition, man. Finally, they found the skeleton. A hex that would alter the laws of the nature to end the loop forever.
When you make a wild loop, you have to specify an end. But it's just, you might not ever get there if you're shit.
The relics were designed to be the fuel for the hex. Centuries after they were made, the owls were finally ready for their hex. So what happened? Did the hex work?
No.
It was the biggest disaster in the history of the planet. I don't even know if the hex broke the loop. That should have been the least of their worries. The hex backfired, shattering the planet's continents into floating islands in the sky.
But why? No.
And the planet was reduced to a giant empty ocean. And the islands are still rising. You must have seen it outside. The world is ending. Time is running out. In a matter of days, we'll all have risen to cold, unbreathable space. But the anti-hex. You mentioned something about an anti-hex. This library is built to find a way to bring the planet's expansion under control and reverse it. When I found it, I learned that the owls created relics which have been absorbing power for centuries. Now they're ready to be used for the anti-hex, which will bring the islands back down to the ocean. That is what I'm preparing, an anti-hex to save the world.
You're lying.
Glad we beat the shit out of you. Man, you should have told us, Solus. Why are you trying to do this out on your own? I didn't. I got the pirates to help me by promising them power. Tricking the pirates led to the destruction of Advent, Solus. Meh. I didn't know of anyone I could trust.
Us?
So this is all the Bully's fault? Let us help you finish this anti-hex. Come on, Solus. What do we have to do? You just have to...
Kill me.
Oh no. Is that...
The pirates that I double-crossed.
Owlboy! You traitor! I'm coming for you!
It took me 5 minutes to find my axe. It's pretty big, so it didn't take that long, but still was very much inconvenience to me.
Okay, yeah. Here's this then. Oh no. Oh man, oh man. The captain is here. Look outside. The world is... It's all coming apart. You've run off with my relics, Owlboy. You dare betray me? I haven't betrayed you, Molstrom. I'm trying to save you and everyone else. Protect the planet from being destroyed.
Huh.
Man, Was that a quick time event I missed or something?
No!
Okay, cool. Gotta know. Otis, are you alright? I will take that. So you're saving the world, is that it? Why would I care if the planet is destroyed? Give the relics back to me now. Please, I can't.
Can one of you three do anything?
Ugh. Otis, take this. Am I turning into Supersonic?
Turn into Super Saiyan now.
Oh god, they're shooting me.
What if this is just literally the end?
Is Master Otis breathing? No, I just died and credits roll. Yes, good. Get him out of here. I'll keep the captain at bay. Hurry, Master Getty and Twig. I can't hold him for long.
I can't actually hold him.
Yeah,
He's
this
too
is
big.
impossible. Yep.
I told you!
Ugh.
Alright, Getty, you're next. Getty?
Hurry up and get away, Otis. We'll hold him back. Twig, follow me. Hurry, Otis. Otis!
Just use your thing one time.
We can't run away. Please, I can't move. You have to complete the anti-hex. Repair the totem. Hopefully that will be enough. Okay. So Steven, anime time?
So I'll try and finish it up.
Yeah.
So, the villain of this arc, you know, the casino guy, tilts it back forward.
Hi, guys.
Tilts it back forward so the balls can come out of the socket so, like, you know, it doesn't just clog up. So eventually, the main character's like, oh, fuck, this isn't going right. And then eventually he's like, wait, the balls are still clogged because they got stuck together. So, it's like, okay, we can still get to the third plate, but we can't clog the third plate now. And,
okay.
And it's like, okay, there's going to be a lot of luck at this point, where now I have to, get there quickly, and I have to get, and then I have to get, and he's a...
Oh.
He attacks.
Okay. Well, I hope you all enjoyed our series on Owlboy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Skip it.
Yeah, skip this.
So, right before it's about to go into the into like the final slot, the casino guy activates air vents that he had there just in case.
Okay.
And it blew it away. It's like, you can't get through now, buddy. So then the maker is like, fuck, he's right. Maybe this whole gambling thing didn't pan out the way I had hoped. And it's like, wait a second. There's a chance. I just need to gamble. It's like, okay, the third place actually getting clogged at this point now as well. So all I gotta do is just keep sending them down there until eventually the third plate gets so full that literally it has to get past the air vent because there's nowhere else for it to go. And it does. He's like, huh, well, I just won $7 million with my two buddies, which you will split equally 3 ways.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Two of them fronted a fair amount of money, so I was like, yeah, you get paid back.
Otis, get out of here.
And one of them was a loan shark, and he charges interest.
Shit.
So all of them were like, yeah, we all got $2 million. And the main character ended up with $600,000. Because it's like, yeah, here's an interest. Every 10 minutes, your interest will incur 10%.
Right.
And he didn't read the fine print.
Fuck. Oh, Jesus. Kamehameha, right by the fucking, like, okay, yep, nope, I'm gone.
But yeah, don't worry. He got enough.
Okay, he didn't want me, I guess.
Bonus! Yeah, so he was able to pay off his debt and all of his friends' debt. And then they went out and got, like, they went out to, like, some hibachi grill or some shit.
Nice.
And that's how the show ended. And they haven't done a 3rd season yet, despite the fact that it's been going on for years.
So this is what your treachery is all about?
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's it for me on that.
Alright, so let's find a good stopping point. You think this is enough to stop me? Let's finish this cutscene just in case the credits are on the other side of this.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop. Okay. What do you think this is enough to stop me? Well, yep, there you go.
Okay. I can't wait to tell Buccaneer that we went to the fucking moon.
Yeah.
You think she'll believe me and give me a new hat? She didn't put any coins on the moon.
Can't believe her. Did you not think I was good enough?
Did you think no one was good enough?
This is feeling very end of game to me.
Yeah. You know. Oh yeah, I can add this to the list of where we randomly go in space.
Hey.
Okay.
All right.
Can you pause? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's definitely call it here.
Yeah, let's call it here. Hopefully we have enough game left for another 30-minute episode?
It's a little short. It's a little
Question mark? Alright, so thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed more of Steven's anime talk during some of the most pivotal scenes of the fucking game.
Hey, I stay quiet for most of it.
Please like the video down below. That helps us. Or maybe a comment. And
leave a comment and tell me that you don't like my anime talks,
yes,
so that I can keep doing them.
Let us know how you felt about how we handled this episode of Steven talking over some of the important parts of the plot.
I think I gotta talk about One Piece as much as I would have liked.
Bye.
And welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, totally just a few seconds after we finished recording last time.
My computer crashed, so...
This computer crashed, I had to redo the final boss, so I redid the final boss, and then I had to redo the final boss again because text wouldn't load and I had to turn the game off.
Oh, this is just like the beginning of the game.
Otis, how's school been lately? I hear Asio might take you under his wing soon. You're so lucky, Otis. Aw. It's bongos.
I am relevant to the plot, yes?
Hi, little Otis, want to drop by my place sometime with Viv and Bonacci? We'll play drums till the sun sets.
How do you support yourself?
Well, how big is the bongo market here? I think you're gonna want to join me in the hot spring? No? You're a hard worker, Otis. Just like the other owls.
What about Solus? He doesn't really do anything.
We don't talk about Solus.
Oh, okay.
He's been voted most likely to, like, you know, shoot us all.
To show us into space. Really weird category. Not sure why you want it, though.
Yeah. Strange high school superlative. Do say hi to Lydia and Scops for me. I hear you'll be studying under Asio soon. He handpicked you, I heard. And I'm glad he did. I think you two will be a great fit.
Everything is your fault. Otis, you were supposed to go deliver the jug of water that was in the first, like, 5 minutes in the game. It was in several weeks. Where the fuck were you? I don't care if you went to the moon. Just fucking leave.
What do you mean you went to the moon?
I mean, hoot.
Let's keep going. Okay, hello.
Oh, hey, Solus.
Otis, I'm glad you're doing well. You don't recognize me? It's Sol. I mean, we did recognize you.
Yeah?
Straight up said your name. Listen, I don't know if you think of me as a friend, but I always thought of you as my only friend. And I beat the shit out of you. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under different circumstances. Under different circumcisions. There's so much I want to tell you. Cool.
Do you think we could fly in space?
Oh, great. Now it's this cunt again. Hey, Asio.
Oh, God, he's gonna be the final boss, actually. He merged with Maelstrom.
Welcome, Otis. I'm very glad to see you again. You are not Asio. You're probably wondering where you are. You're not dreaming. You're in hell. You're seeing visions of the past and the future, and from today. You may not remember any of it, but it's real. You grew up with good people, Otis. What are you smoking, Asio? Full of affection for you and hopes for your future, and regret for things said and done. These visions are our gift to you. The truth, I think, is often the greatest gift, especially since people are so prone to forgetting the things they should cherish the most. You must have many questions. Come, sit down.
Yeah, like...
We have 27 more minutes left in this episode. Is everyone going to be okay? I mean, hoot. Hoot, 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 hoot. Yes, Otis. You succeeded out there. The fact that you're here means that the anti-hex worked. Hoot, hoot, hoot. The islands will be sinking. Your generation will know the surface as we did. Thanks to you, the world will be whole once again. It will be difficult to adjust to life on the surface after all this time. We'll overcome. I hope you don't blame us for what we've put you through. We tried to change the universe, and we paid a price for that. You paid that price too. In order to end the loop, we were willing to do anything, even risk our future. Your present. Hoot. It doesn't matter. All you need to know is that we wanted to discover the nature of the universe, and in doing so we lost ourselves. Maybe one day, in this life or the next, you will learn about the loop. But there are far more rewarding things to learn about the universe than how it ends. You're probably worried that this is the end for you. Don't worry, it is. In this world we've created, there's always a second chance. Our time is up.
No second chances anymore, you blew it.
And I know I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world would live as one.
I don't.
Tom got that one.
No, he didn't.
I'm sure Tom did.
No, he didn't. Oh, hey, look, we fell from space.
We're gonna die. There's no surviving a terminal velocity fall like this.
Yeah, there is.
Not when you passed out, there isn't.
Yeah, there is. You just gotta be.
Dude, what if he just splats on the ground and like there's blood everywhere and that's the end of it, and then the credits roll
With really sad music.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell. You're still.
I just put it in my head. Oh my fucking god!
All right, cool.
We were literally at the fucking end.
we were 5 minutes away from the ending. I suppose we might just be able to. You could tack this on to the last episode.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Depending on how like long the credits is, and if there's a scene after or some bullshit.
True. Yeah, we'll look at it. Owlboy was a good game.
I mean, I watched. I thought
Hot
it was
take. I enjoyed Owlboy. Very short, but
yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, we both picked really fucking short games.
We did. Hat in Time will probably already be done by the time this video goes up, or at least sometime soon. I mean, like, spoiler. We haven't completed Hat in Time at this point yet.
Yeah.
But, there's probably not too much left.
I think we still have like 5 episodes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about me then. Just talking out loud here.
The Owlboy characters: flute, clarinet,
hoot, 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 hoot. So yeah,
they were all named after instruments.
I guess testing. Yep, there I was. I did the testing.
Good job, Patrick. Yeah.
So speaking of Imagine by John Lennon, Steve, I had one last talking point for this week I never got to.
Yeah, sure.
So I guess I'll just keep this short. First off, thank you, Julie Royce and Blake Edwards. But yeah, so I was listening to a podcast, a music-based podcast. I figured, like, all right, if Steven's going to randomly talk about anime that I don't understand, I'm going to find some music stuff to talk about that he doesn't understand.
Fair enough.
So the podcast that I ended up listening to,
they died like several thousand years ago, but we just wanted to like remember them.
They died during the playtesting. We didn't feed them at all.
They didn't get far enough in the game to warrant food.
You know what? Actually, I thought the credits were going to go on longer than this. I listened to a podcast about songs that are overused in media and should be retired.
I heard you talk about that on...
Yes, I talked about it on Sean's live stream, twitch.tv/helpless_Skippy. Oh, Steven, remind me to put that link in the description. Follow it down below. Go to that one. Cool, thanks. Anyways. Oh yes, hey Steve, look at that. Look at that star falling down in the background.
Is that us?
And then you just hear...
9 out of 10, 4.5 out of 5, 88% on Metacritic. So yeah, this game did pretty good.
Yep. I remember it being hyped for a while because of the graphics.
Yeah.
And basically, I had a lot more to talk... Well, not a lot more. I had some stuff to talk about with it, but all I want to yell at about is that they... okay, so yeah, we're done. We're over.
Okay, yeah, I don't know about the ending. The ending, I don't like the gist.
Yeah, it was... the story was just okay,
Yeah.
I thought Owlboy was pretty good. I had a good time playing it. Not going to go back and 100% it. I don't care that much.
Like...
I certainly enjoyed my time with it.
I just don't get, like, why didn't we do a fight with Maelstrom?
Yeah, I know. It sort of seemed like building up to, like, a cool fight with that, but no, instead we fought the guy who got bullied at the beginning.
And then, we just held him back, and then we went into the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
And that was it, so I'm kind of disappointed with the plot in that regard.
Yeah.
Because it would have been cool if there was, like, some plot twist where someone else was bigger than Maelstrom or some bullshit.
I mean, I guess the plot twist was the owl nerdy guy.
Yeah.
And what he was doing with the anti-hex.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole plot just sort of, like, got thrown up in your face in the last, like, couple minutes of the game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, there's a hex, but there's also an anti-hex, which I'm trying to do. Oh, by the way, do the anti-hex. Oh, you did it? Okay, cool, we're done.
Yeah. We're now in the dream world, and, like, apparently your mentor actually likes you.
Yeah. I don't know, but... I will say, I still enjoyed my time playing Owlboy. The plot wasn't all that great, but it was a cool-looking game. I had fun fighting all the monsters in it. And yeah. I guess I'd give it a recommendation.
Yeah,
Go check it out.
Maybe there's something more if we 100% it, so like...
Oh, maybe there's like a true ending sort of deal.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look that up quickly.
Yeah.
I did go to the Wikipedia page to look at the plot to see if there was more.
So basically, what I wanted to yell at was these guys were talking about songs that wanted to be that were overused, and one song they said was overused was "Stairway to Heaven." Now, I love "Stairway to Heaven." It's my favorite rock song, maybe even my favorite song of all time. But I get that. I understand where they were coming from. Like, okay, sure, maybe some people thought the song was overused. Blah blah blah. I can understand that. But then, right after the fact, they start talking about Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and they just go full-on fanboy with it, saying, oh, no way, this song's a classic, there's no way we can retire this. To which I want to say, hey, people of the NPR Music All Songs Considered podcast, fuck you. First off, we're definitely throwing out Bohemian Rhapsody before we're throwing out Stairway to Heaven. And secondly, I mean, it's just as overused, the Stairway to Heaven. I guess I somewhat enjoy Bohemian Rhapsody. I definitely appreciate it as a song. So for them to just, like, throw Stairway under the bus and not, like, Bohemian Rhapsody, which is just as overplayed, annoyed me. I had more stuff to talk about, but we gotta end this episode soon.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, fan theories, like, what if, like, for the loop, like, you gotta do the different save files.
Oh, shit, there was that coin thing.
What coin thing?
Do you not remember, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could take the coins and then take it to, like, different, like, secret areas, and we never did that.
Alright, let's do research, and then if there's more, we'll tag it on at the end. If there's not, like, this is just the end, there's, like, nothing more. But we'll talk about, we probably won't get to it because it might be a little too much for us.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, so that'll do it for all. Thank you all for watching.
I hope y'all enjoyed Owlboy.
Give your final rating.
That was another point I wanted to actually make sometime in these videos, like
What?
rating systems in video games. But I suppose that's a talk we can have for another
I
day.
thought we already did that in Alien, or at least 7 and 8.
Hmm.
There was one episode in Alien where you were like, "What's the difference between a 7 and an 8?" TC.
Yeah, I was talking about not really liking, giving a numeric rating to the game, but. I guess, like...
I mean, I don't care if you do, like, 0.4s or 0.5s or whatever.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
the whole concept of giving it a number is weird to me.
Okay, well.
Like, they saw the game, they can make their own inferences at this point if they want.
But you're the one who played it, like...
Yeah,
Oh.
and I would recommend it.
Okay, then. So,
Yeah.
an 8.5?
Sure, if you really need your numbers that bad, I'll give it an 85 out of 100.
There you go, 8.5.
That's another thing that grinds my gears. Stop doing decimals.
So, an 8?
No, like, if you want to say 8.5, just say 85 out of 100.
Oh, no.
It's petty, but it's me.
I'm gonna just put it as 8.5.
Alright, whatever. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back next time with who knows what.
If there be another animal-based one.
I have no idea. Spoiler alert, we're going to be playing another game that I know absolutely nothing about. I've just heard good things about, and for some reason it's in my video game library. So I can't wait to get to that.
Yeah, let's just end it here.
Well, leave a like down below, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed everything. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.